Now, no, I know what you're thinking, the battery's dead. That's not the case. I just need to get the trunk open because I've got a lot of parts to install on the Alfa Romeo 4C today. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Andrews, aka the All-American Driver. Today is a very exciting day. Let me tell you why. You guys know that traditionally, when I first start building a car, I tackle the suspension, okay? We did that with my GT350R. We did that with my Honda S2000. And now we are finally doing it to the Alfa Romeo 4C. I may have went a little premature and started to throw a bunch of power at this thing. We tuned it, we put the new ECU, we got the GMS cold air intake. But today we're tackling the important stuff. And I'll tell you right now, this thing that we're doing, this got a lot of hate from all the car influencers, the automotive journalists. They all hated this thing about the Alfa Romeo 4C, and today we're fixing it. Today we're actually going to be trying to accomplish a few tasks. One, obviously the most important, and we're going to talk about this later, is we're going to be addressing some of the suspension on the Alfa Romeo 4C. Two, we're going to be doing an oil change on the car. It's got just over 3,000 miles now, and I have not changed it since I bought it, which was a little over 1,000 miles ago. But a couple track days, so it's probably about time. We're going to be running AMSOIL in this car. Shout out to the driver mod Anthony. He's my kind of local AMSOIL dealer. He hooked me up with some AMSOIL, so we're going to be putting that in the car. Now, it wouldn't be a trip to Jay's without a little bit of off-roading. I can hear the grass just gently tickling the carbon fiber body. First time seeing it.
What's up, bro, man?
What's up, man?
Good to see you.
What do you think of this thing?
First impression, I like it.
Looks like they've got a generic oil filter on there. Now, when the Alfa Romeo 4C first came out, all the automotive journalists hated one thing, and that is the front end, the feeling of the steering.
But perhaps the weirdest thing of all is the steering. It's, well, do you know what? It's almost like a Ouija board, because you'll be driving along and then all of a sudden it's as if some spirit has suddenly decided to make the car turn left. All right, it's almost like it's got a mind of its own.
It's not so much feedback as interference. every undulation in the road, every change in camber, every time the wheels move, the steering wheel moves. If you want to know what it's like to drive a 4C, imagine having a passenger sat next to you, constantly trying to yank the steering wheel out of your hand.
And that gets a bit unnerving. The wheel starts grabbing and shimmying left and right, and in the end you end up hanging on for dear life more than actually feeling as though you're in total control.
Now this car doesn't have power steering. However, it can feel a little dead at times. A lot of people wanted a lot more camber, negative camber, because of the tram lining and just kind of the feel of the steering wheel. Luckily, there are some cool companies out there like GMS that make aftermarket suspension blocks that will allow me to dial in the camber, the caster, the toe, everything exactly where I want it for the street and for the track. So far so good. Actually, GMS sends over all the instructions. It can be a little bit complicated because each one of these shims is a different size, but they label it exactly like top front, bottom rear, everything, so you really can't screw anything up. And so far, pretty easy. Jay, would you say like getting the old ones off pretty easy?
So far, yes. We have one challenging nut, I think, here. We'll learn more about that one in just a few minutes.
Okay, so we got the GMS alignment blocks installed. We are seeing a bit of positive toe in the front, which obviously we don't want. The car is going to an alignment shop in 2 days, so we'll be able to get all those dialed in with the specs that GMS supplied. Couple days in the future. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. I have an appointment to get the Alfa Romeo 4C aligned. I apologize to my neighbors in advance. It's no Shelby, but it's not going to be quiet. Sounds good though. Actually just kind of darting around a little bit in traffic and downtown, the steering definitely feels more responsive, more lively. I mean, that's what negative camber will do. Yeah, this car handles noticeably better. I didn't think it was that bad before, but it's definitely better now. It's funny, I was going back and forth with Rudy, the owner of GMS, who makes these suspension pieces. And he's like, man, I saw your track video. I bet if you put these on, you'll get like a second or two at the firm. So strangely enough, it actually even makes the steering feel a little bit lighter. Now, you guys know this car doesn't have power steering, and it was never like a big deal to me. I kind of like that feedback that you get from no power steering, but this actually makes it feel even lighter. Yeah, this car is spicy. I have been driving this car more and more, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It is not very practical as a daily driver because there's not a lot of space. This car's a lot of fun, and it's so special. feels special, it looks special. So obviously legally I didn't have a ton of room, a ton of time to like really test this suspension out because I was just driving on the street. But I will say, like, I just got an alignment. The car drives straight. The steering does feel lighter, okay, which is a good thing. Turn-in feels great. There's like no tram lining, and I'm driving in Jacksonville where the roads are pretty jacked up. But feels really, really good. I'm really looking forward to getting this car on track, which will be next week at Anthony's Cars and Canards event on the 15th. I'll be there. A couple of buddies of mine will be there. I think there's gonna be a new Z06 there. I'm really looking forward to seeing that car on track, listening to that car on track, and seeing what type of times he runs. I'm just genuinely curious. But I can't wait to get this car out there. It is so fun to drive, and I think we're gonna set a new personal best. Shout out to GMS for continuing to develop cool products and innovative products for the Alfa Romeo 4C. There are not a ton of these cars out there. I think in total, I think they made like 9,000 of them. So maybe 5%, 10% of those are like enthusiasts, and you still got Rudy at GMS who's like, tracking the car, turning out parts for it, you know. So definitely, if you have an Alfa Romeo 4C and you're looking to modify it, I would definitely check out GMS. They're going to be linked in the description. Jason Andrews, the All-American driver. I will see you guys on track. There might be one video coming up sooner than that because I got something I need to test out that you guys are probably going to be interested in, but content coming soon. Jason Andrews, the All-American driver. I'll see you guys in the next episode.